say which fighter prepared me for this fight, I would say all the fighters that I fought prepared me for this moment.
You guys have said that this fight is pretty even. You guys are fighting the best in each other. What's it going to take special this time around to come out on top?
Well, just me being me. Me going out there fighting my fight, doing what I want to do, and just being Terrence Crawford. That's it.
What is your take on them saying that you don't have the resume to fight someone like him?
Well, that just shows, the lack of knowledge that these people hold when they say that. A lot of people say that I don't have the resume. I just laugh at them and say, okay, come July 29th, it doesn't matter who I fought. I'm fighting you, and then we shall see.
Terrence, are you guys still betting the million?
I don't know.
You haven't talked to him about it? You never brought it up or anything in conversation or anything like that?
It wasn't brought up.
Terrence, how did
usually with fights like these, and opponents like you guys, in the past, it's settled by, at least a rematch or a trilogy. Would you like to see a trilogy? Because usually that's when, a boxer goes down in history and it's always, associated with someone else.
Well, listen, we got to get past this fight first, and then we can talk about all those other fights. My main focus is this one fight right now, and that's July 29th against Errol Spence. I'm not looking past him, I'm not looking over him, and I'm not looking for no rematch, no trilogy, or any of that sort right now. I'm looking at going out there and defeating Errol Spence July 29th.
Do you believe he's the best that you've ever faced?
Well, I don't know. I always get that question every time I step foot in the ring with somebody, and they say, oh, well, Terrence, this is the best fighter that you ever fought. I can't say that until after I fight him.
You feel comfortable talking to the audience for this fight? What's changed now? Why are you more comfortable speaking to the audience? I know it's not what you're
I don't know. I guess it's something that you have to do. I never been the type of guy to, do a lot of talking. I just want to fight. But, I'm coming around. I guess, experience and age.
Terrence, how did you become so fluid going left and right-hander? I talk to people about it all the time. They say you're maybe the best they've ever seen do it.
Well, it was something that I was practicing as a little kid, something that I've been doing since a youngin', and I just perfected it.
And how does that work with the southpaw, right? Because you're able to do it both ways. It works great against right-handers. Have you tried it against the southpaw again? How does turning southpaw right-handed, does that mix them up just the same?
Have you seen me fight? I'm asking. Have you seen me fight a southpaw?
Yeah.
All right, that's your answer.
What separates you from him?
Well, I think what separates me from him is, my mental, the way I think, my ring generation, my counter ability. I think that's what separates me from him.
Do you think it's fair that everybody's using how you finish Porter as opposed to him as the way why you win? Do you think it's fair for people to assume that?
You said what?
Because you know how you were the one that stopped Porter as opposed to him. Do you think that's a fair assessment for people to say, well, you're going to beat Spence because you beat Porter better?
No, styles make fights. I would never say, oh, I'm going to beat this guy because I beat this guy in a better fashion. Because there's been a lot of fighters that beat fighters and then came and lost to a fighter that beat them. So I would never use that as assessment.
What do you think is Spence's best win? Since you guys are comparing resumes a lot, what is Spence's best win?
Spence's best win, I would say, is Sean Porter and Kelvin.
Terrence, I saw you looking at Spence as he walked up, and then you kind of eyes on him the whole time, and then you guys started speaking when you guys were finally in front of each other. What words did you guys say to each other?
Oh, we just, acknowledge that this is it. This is the moment that we both been waiting for, and it's here now.
Your arm, I saw you got like a little scratch on your arm.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
If styles make fights, like you say, then how do these two styles mesh between you and him?
Well, it match up real well. You got one fighter that loves to come forward and be in an action-packed fight. You got one fighter that loves to move, counter, and stand in there and fight toe-to-toe. So it makes for a great fight.
Terrence, legacy.
Once he feels the power, he'll keep coming.
I don't know. That's what we train for. We train for everything, so we don't get caught with anything that's unexpected, and we won't have any surprises.
You think
both
he's
you
ready
guys-
for your power, Terrence?
We shall see.
Will you
I
still
know.
have a 100% knockout ratio at welterweight after this fight?
We shall see. Like I always say, I never go in there looking for a knockout, but if it comes, that's icing on the cake.
And both of you guys talk about legacy constantly. Since you're speaking of legacy, historically, the winner of this fight, where do you guys believe you rank historically in the welterweight division?
Oh, we ranked up there with all of them. You know, when you talk about the welterweight division, and you talk about the greatest welterweights to walk the face of earth, you're going to talk about Errol, Spence, and Terrence Crawford.
Will this make you the greatest welterweight ever, you think?
What?
Will winning against Errol Spence make you the greatest welterweight?
Of course. Hands down.
Spence has a lot of merchandise with the shark and the Grim Reaper stuff like that. You're going to come up with like a fish fry shirt or something like that?
We shall see.
Terrence, what about the fact that he's a fast starter and you're a slow starter? How does that play out in this fight?
Well, look, you know, if he want to start out fast, if he want to start out slow, he can do what he wants, you know. But come July 29th, we're going to be ready for whatever he brings to the table, and I assure you that.
You almost not worry too much about those early rounds. You're not stressing about if they go the other fighters' way. Why is that?
I don't believe that, you know, I'm losing all the early rounds. A lot of people would say, oh, we feel like he losing this round, he losing that round, you know, but on the scorecards it say different. So obviously, you know, I'm doing something right, and if Terrence Crawford needs to start fast, then that's what he'll do.
Terrence.
After the fight, let's say you get